So, have y'all ever thought about it like this? You know, in Samuel, First Samuel, you know how, God anointed King Saul to become king, and you know how it says and talks about, I got this little curl just peeking out. You know how it says in the Bible, I'm gonna put it right here. You know how it describes how, like, the type of character King Saul was? He was tall, handsome, strong. We get the idea, right? But then you remember how, like, before Saul was chosen, God was explaining the type of king they would have and, like, the things that the king would do to, like, are you sure? Are you sure you want a king, my children? Are you sure? And they were like, yeah, we want a king anyways. And so then he chose Saul. One thing that God reminded me, he's like, God knows all. I mean, I know God knows this, but God knows all of what's to come. He knows every path that anyone would take. He knows all the obstacles. He knows everything. So that means that God knew that Saul would fail. He knew that Saul would fail. And if you think about it, one thing that Samuel learned when he anointed David to be king is he was going to David's brother that was tall, handsome, and looked strong. He looked like, to our eye, the eye of man, of what a king would look like. But God goes off the heart. This is my question. This is my question. Have y'all ever wondered if God allowed Saul to become king because he was giving man what they wanted, but then when that didn't turn out, he gave them what they needed, which was David? Because David didn't fit the narrative, but Saul fit the narrative. Because we get that example in Samuel when he was trying to find David before he knew it was David. He was going for someone who had the similar description of what Saul did, and then proceeded to say, my bad, Lord, your eyes, you go off the heart, not your eyes. You go off the heart, not man's eyes. God knew from the beginning that Saul was going to fail. He gave them what they wanted, but then gave them what they needed and proved to them that they needed David.